Welcome to our garment creation series. This is a quick start guide where we'll focus on the key techniques to get you creating basic garments in no time. You're watching part 3 of our 4-part series where we are designing jogger pants from a 2D pattern reference. Today we will focus on creating pockets. Let's jump in. In the 3D window, we'll start by hiding the avatar. Let's add another layer on top of the pants so that we can add thickness to our joggers. Let's move the waistband up so that we can make space for the layer we're going to create. Select just the pants pattern, right-click, and select Layer Clone Over. We will only work with these 2 pattern pieces on the right, so let's select them, remove linked editing, and then let's choose Symmetric Pattern with Sewing to apply linked editing. Let's move these patterns to the side. Okay, let's get started on the pockets. We'll grab the internal rectangle tool. Left-click on the pants pattern, input 1 for the width and 15 for the height. Let's adjust the position of the internal rectangle. Once we have it in a good place, right-click the rectangle and cut and sew. Because we applied linked editing, this also separates the new pocket pattern from the left pant pattern piece. Grab the Edit Sewing tool, and let's remove the sewing lines so that we can create the opening. Select the pattern outline and press Delete. When we simulate, we can see the pocket starting to take shape. Now, let's create the pocket lining. Right-click and select Layer Clone Under. Let's remove linked editing and all sewing lines. Select the pattern outline and let's extend it to 5 centimeters. As we drag the line, right-click and enter 4. We may need to adjust the position of the pocket lining pattern in the 3D window so that we can avoid collision issues when we sew it to the pants. Alright, let's use the segment sewing tool to connect the pocket lining to the internal lines on the pants. And then let's simulate. Sometimes we can let the fabric settle after simulating before we start making any manual adjustments. Now let's change the thickness of the fabric for the pocket lining. In the object browser, duplicate the knit fleece terry fabric and underneath the physical property, change the thickness to 0.10. We will repeat the same process for the left pant pattern piece. Right-click and select Layer Clone Under. Let's remove linked editing and all sewing lines. Select the pattern outline and let's extend it to 5 centimeters. As we drag the line, right-click and enter 4. Then, let's use the segment sewing tool to connect the pocket lining to the internal lines on the pants. Let's also assign this pattern to the new pocket lining fabric. Okay, for this last step, let's add some more detail. Select both of these pattern pieces, right-click, and we'll layer clone over. And now we can see that we have added some thickness to the outer pocket opening. This is the end of part 3. The goal of this series is to get you comfortable in designing basic garments quickly in Marvelous Designer. In the next part, we will focus on adding drawstrings and stitching. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.